Do you know Jesus? No, I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to them, like rednecks and those in the South and rural countries. The real America. No, I'm talking about the real Jesus, not the New Testament Jesus. Not, we're not going to start painting, I'm sure that's what the original Jesus said, too, when he saw the New Testament. He's like, you know what? Paint that motherfucker white. I don't want that motherfucker associated with my bullshit. Give him red hair now. Look like Donald Trump. Isn't that right? Because we know what you think. He's our Messiah. No, they really think that. California's a sanctuary state. Did you know that? You thank God, yeah. Look up the word sanctuary. We don't need to. Donald Trump told us what it means. Well, what about the dictionary? Dictionary doesn't know anything. Yeah, we know. You know that. Just look it up and see what it says. But you won't. You know why? Because your master won't let you. We figured him out right away. I can only imagine. You see all these fires in California. And people are like, oh, they're getting it for the sins, for the evil. And everyone in California, we know what's up. We don't want you guys coming out here anymore. I've been saying this for 20 years, and I know other people know exactly what I'm talking about. You start putting in these laws so that these illegals, right, don't come in here, right? All right, I worked in L.A. I'm a white boy. I'm half German, half Irish. Yeah, busted in schools. Spoke Spanish before English. But you'll never mistake me in a lineup for being Mexican or being black. Let me tell you something. Every job that I had, the only threat was these motherfuckers moving out here from Chicago, from Florida, from the South, wanting to be in movies and be rock stars. And they may not have been that, but they were a threat to my job. These Latino guys, I understand them. We'll drink beer and be depressed when this guy comes out from fucking Wyoming looking like Matthew McConaughey, fucking my girlfriend, and taking my job. Now, you think that's funny, but it's totally true, and everyone in LA knows it. So we don't have a problem with those guys. We got a problem with you guys. So you should have your governors look at like federal taxes and see how much we put in for you when Trump says, you're not going to get any money back. Really? We know that. Everything he says, he repeats what Obama says and then puts his fucking name on it. In California, Honda Corporation, Chevy, General Motors, they want to make cars that go 51 miles per gallon, although that's not required by law yet. But you see, this is what happened. When Obama was in office, you know what he did? He raised the minimum mileage thing to 47 miles per gallon. Now, this will give you a clue, and you can look this up in a minute. Get your lawyers to look this up and other California federal laws, and you will see something shocking. And because Obama put that law into effect, which all the car companies not only proudly welcomed, but they want to do more. They want to go farther. So the law doesn't require them to have 51 gallons miles per gallon. But they want to do it on their own because that's the pace they're on. Global warming, this and that, just in case, maybe some insurance. I mean, you don't have to believe in that if your master doesn't. But I'm just saying, it's not going to hurt anybody. Hell, I'm a hot rod guy. I'm a race car guy. But then again, people think, oh, they're just belching out all this smog and stuff. No, those cars run better than your car. Those cars are very efficient. They don't go that fast running like crap. They go very fast. And they burn ethanol, which is made out of corn, not out of the ground, or oil. You didn't know that. They don't run regular gasoline like you guys. And even their oil is synthetic. It's made out of soybeans in those race cars and hot rods. But we pay $5 for a quart of oil. And you think, oh, that guy's belching out all this smog. Restoring one old car from the 70s, even the 80s, especially in the 60s, if you restore one and don't take it to the dump and trash it like you think would be, environmentally smart, it is the equivalent of another person recycling aluminum cans their entire life. That's how much you take out of the landfill if you recycle and rebuild the car. Put a lot of money into it. It's not easy, but if it's your hobby, they're environmentalists. By every stretch of the imagination, they are. You don't even have to stretch it that far. All aluminum cans your entire life, you still cannot do the environmental benefit that a man does when he restores a 67 Camaro, a 73 Camaro. Because everything added up with the weight of all these metals and all that into the ground is worse if you scrap that car. But Obama put that law into effect for 47 miles per gallon. So just to prove to you that that's exactly what Trump is doing, and people don't understand that because they don't understand what's going on here, because everyone knows it's a curse that you don't undo what the previous person did, especially when they get voted in and really win the election, and when the globe says we're going to give you a global peace prize. No, you just trash that. You represent America, and you're going to trash that. Fuck all of you out there. We're going to invade your country next time you do a terrorist attack on us, even though we know you didn't do it. Don't give him a peace award. He hasn't been president yet. Yeah, I think they were trying to send you a sign. I know it sent me one. What? Thank you guys. You guys fixed your parents' mistakes. And then you want to undo that with some racist shit. 70% of all illegal immigrants, right. Why don't you get a lineup of Latinos, whites, blacks for me? And I guarantee you that if I tell you which one are the illegals, you point to all the Mexican guys. All those guys have been here longer than you, probably, with papers. So he knows that. His devil is his, friend. He says he's from New York City. I'm like, really? You're never going to meet anyone else from New York City that is that culturally retarded, to be honest with you. Take a look at, what was immigration? What status was immigration from Latin America? Not from Canada. That's way up. That's where the terrorists came from, They didn't come from Mexico. You probably don't know that. But you can look it up. But, you guys have internet now. They all came from Canada. 70% of all Latino men. They're going to pick out all the Latino guys. Because you guys don't know. In California, they're giving them licenses. Do you know why? You don't even understand why. They're welcoming and they're making them citizens. And they get free health care out there. They do? Yeah, that guy that's in the hospital. Yeah, that guy got into a major car accident. I know he's here illegally, man, but we're not just going to throw people in the street dead. If you go to another country like Germany or Russia, oh, we can't treat this guy. Why? He's a Yankee? We're not going to give him any medication or painkillers. That's your medical treatment. You guys are evil. Why do you give them licenses then? Because they're here anyways. We're not going to be able to round them all up and send them back for the last 40 years, like the war on drugs. That's a failure. So when they get into a car accident, we realize they have lots of money. They work really, really hard. I mean, they're out in the middle of the field with like a hoodie on and sweats, and they're not even sweating. So I know Donald Trump thinks he's Jesus. Well, that's why they wear all that shit. Why? To protect themselves from the sun. Because they know about Mary and they know about Jesus. In fact, every city they live in is named after them. So you want to diss them? You're dissing those guys. And I wouldn't have done that if I was you guys. Immigration was down 67%. Well, let's take Texas's paperwork. According to Texas, only 4% of their prison population. Hold on, let me finish this. The jail and prison population, 4% were illegal immigrants here who broke laws when they were here. Yeah, you all know where I'm going with that, because we know that already. And that's what's going to scare you guys when this is over. 4%, that's not true. Trump had said something like 30% of the prison population, right. So we know how he's doing it now. So take a look at that statistic and find out what. 30% of federal prisons are filled with immigrants who they cannot send back because under federal guidelines, you must do 85% of your time. Their only crime was coming across the border illegally. So when he says there's 35% of the federal prison, right, not the prison, they don't commit laws when they're here. They stay low pro. They work for, they don't even get paid sometimes. And they don't want to get caught because they'll think they'll get sent back. Even if you tell them, no, they won't. You guys think that. They will get sent back. They don't want to go home. They want to stay here. They did. They did. Okay, our companies are moving their factories to Mexico. You think Mexico stole your jobs. Because you're scared of the money, right? You don't get it yet. Obama, in Obamacare, raised my health care. He did? I didn't know Obama was the chairman of the Blue Cross. I didn't know he was part of Aetna. I didn't know he was part of your health insurance. I thought you would like him. If you like your health insurance, why wouldn't you vote for Obama then? Because you said he raised your insurance, right? No, oh, he didn't. No, your health company raised your insurance. Right, so now you know who the enemy is. Get it straight. So I'm just saying. No, I'll rock you. I'm just, I'm here for a reason, and I'll tell you.